and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below, and without much further ado, let's get on with the video. On the 30th of December 2017, I went to see Hamilton in London's West End, and just thinking back to it, I still can't breathe. My whole experience with Hamilton began, I want to say, early 2016. I can't remember the exact time I first listened to it. I just know it was amazing and I fell in love with it instantly, and it's just so good. Now, even though I do wish I did remember when I first listened to Hamilton, I've been listening to it non-stop, pun not intended, literally for the past year and a half, because it's just so unbelievably well written. Obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a wordsmith. He is a genius. This guy spent years of his life writing this stunning musical, and seeing it on stage was just amazing. And obviously there was some time between me first listening to Hamilton and then understanding that it was coming to the UK. I remember them bringing out this email system thing, being like, if you sign up to this email, you can get first tickets, like you can get the pre-sale tickets. I immediately signed up, and then on January the 16th, 2017, I was sitting in drama class just viciously clicking, and by some miraculous luck, I was able to get tickets for me, Scott 1T, Pat, and George. And the fact that I was able to get us all tickets and that it all went through and everything, and it was during my drama lesson. It was funny because my teacher was like, yeah, fine, you can stay on your laptop as long as it's theatre, and I was like, thank you so much. I waited from January the 16th till December the 30th. Oh my god, I still can't believe it's happened, and it's happened, and I might never see Hamilton again because obviously it's so hard to get tickets, but there's lotteries and I will be trying. The experience of that specific day you guys can go and look and see in a vlog, because I obviously vlogged the day, which will have come up by now. I have been to the Victoria Palace Theatre once before. I went to see Billy Elliot in, I want to say, 2014 with my school, and the fact that they've completely changed the theatre is insane. The seats have changed colour, the stage has been completely and utterly like broken down and then rebuilt to fit Hamilton's needs, and it's just such a beautiful theatre as well. Like, there are so many stairs though, I was so confused. Another thing with the Victoria Palace Theatre is that when you were booking Hamilton tickets, you didn't get a physical ticket until you literally were in the theatre, and the way they did it was this machine where they like took your card, swiped it through, and then it like printed your tickets like right in front of your eyes, and I was like, this is a highlight right here. Now, I do this thing where I get so emotionally invested and I get so excited for something that it gets to a point where when it happens, I just lose it and break down. And we were in the toilets. I was like, Mum, look at the toilets, they look like Hamilton toilets, I can't believe we're here, I'm literally like crying. And I was just shaking for literally an hour before the show, and then of course all the way through the show I was just a mess, an absolute mess. Throughout the first act I was mildly crying, there were tears coming down my face, but it was from the fact that I was finally seeing Hamilton. Then the second act happened, and Burn happened, and as soon as Eliza walked onto stage with her little candle, I was no longer a contained person that was just tear after tear after tear, and I just sobbed my eyes out. When it got to Philip's death, I was in pain from how much I've been crying, and then when Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story came on, I was just like, and I was just like, right now I'm tearing up again, and I'm just talking about Hamilton. It's broken me. It's really broken me. Today I listened to History Has Its Eyes on You, and I was just a mess again. And the fact that a musical is able to do that to me, especially me, because I don't cry a lot, the fact that that musical was able to do that to me so viciously and so much. At one point I literally saw my dad like lift his arm up and be like and like dry his eyes, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually getting to everyone. And now Hamilton is like my dad's favourite musical, so I won. It's just beautiful and amazing, and the UK cast was phenomenal. I obviously have been listening to the Broadway original cast for so long, and I got used to their voices, but seeing the UK cast perform these songs that I've listened to so many times just added another level to them, because you can listen to the songs as much as you want. You can do that. You can literally know every single lyric, like I know every single lyric to My Shot, but you don't know the exact emotion behind said lines and each song because you don't have a physical actor to see perform those. Like Farmer Refuted, that song I always found funny, but seeing it literally performed on stage and seeing how funny it actually is when you see it with actors was just a blessing, and I now love that song even more than I did before, which was a lot to begin with. Just seeing everything, the choreography was phenomenal. The stage is literally like 3 turntables, so it goes like one turntable, then another turntable, then in like, wait, the middle one might not be a turntable, I can't remember. But basically there are points when like the stage will go around, and then there's one point when Hamilton is standing there waiting for Eliza, and then Eliza just kind of glides towards him and like takes his hand, and it was like, oh my gosh, yes. Also, Satisfied and Helpless, that whole thing, because they obviously do it twice to rewind and show it from both Angelica and Eliza's point of view, that scene, seeing it with my own eyes, tears. There was so many tears, so many tears, but I had a great time, and I could literally talk about Hamilton for ages. I knew that it like meant a lot to me, but I didn't know how much it meant to me until the curtains came down and my mum looked at me and I was just like, Mum, I'm a mess. Like, I've never been this emotional at anything before in my life. It meant a lot to me, and my mum was like fine, she was like tearing up and everything, but she said that she started like proper crying when she looked at me and saw that I was just bawling my eyes out because, as I said, I don't cry much. It was amazing, phenomenal. If you can get tickets, get tickets. It's worth every penny. I loved it and I want to see it again so bad, and now I completely understand why all the people in America were like, I need tickets to see Hamilton. I can feel myself starting to cry, and I'm literally just talking about a musical, and I loved it so much, and hopefully I can win lottery tickets again. I'll be trying every day for like the rest of my life to get tickets again because it's just so freaking beautiful and I loved it. King George was so funny. Now, of course, if you know me, you know how much I love merchandise of things, and there was a merchandise room, 2 actually, that I saw, where you could go and buy a lot of Hamilton merchandise, and I was like, right, I need to think about this. I'm only going to get a t-shirt and like maybe the programme. Then my mum was like, when are you going to be here again? Treat yourself. So I was like, okay, maybe I can get like 2 shirts, but then there's that one. And my mum just went, look, when are you going to be here again? You can't get these things anywhere else. Just get them. So I might have spent a lot of money on Hamilton merchandise. I literally got a bag full of Hamilton merch. I need help. The first thing I got was actually what I'm wearing right now, which is this top. It's just the standard Hamilton logo with little Hamilton here and then the word Hamilton. This was a youth tee in an extra large, which fit me, and it was £20, which is expensive for a youth t-shirt from theatres, but as I said, my mum said treat yourself, as Gary C would like to say. The next shirt I got was in an adult size, and it is this one, which is the standard Hamilton t-shirt with the stars on it, and then the characters like standing on top of the stars. Like you've got Hamilton and Eliza, you've got Hamilton, and just a lot more people. And this one was in a small. I'm a size 10, 12, I believe, and this one fits me. And on the back it also says London. Now, as I said, the t-shirts were quite expensive. This cost me £28. Okay, for a theatre top that's expensive, but my mum said treat yourself, so I did. So yes, I got this one. And then the last shirt I got was this one, which was the one that I was like, but I really like that. And then my mum was like, just get all of them. So I also got this one, and it is the King George one, and it says a lot of da 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 da. Like literally most of this says that. It also says, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. And it has the London Hamilton sign on the back, and again this was a small, and £28. Yay for money. It was just Christmas. I did have money for Christmas, so this kind of balances it out, right? If you know me, then you know I have to get the programme for any theatre production I see, So I got the Hamilton one. This cost £4, and on the back it says who lives, who dies, who tells your story. And then what I really like about this is, yes, it has all the information about the cast and like the acts and like all that, but it also has information about what they actually did to the Victoria Palace Theatre to get it ready for Hamilton. Like, it has a picture of what the stage looked like before they started building on top of it, kind of thing. And also it has a timeline of Hamilton, as in the original history, not the making of the musical, but it has a timeline. And it actually says history has its eyes on you, and then who lives, who dies, who tells your story. And George keeps showing it to me and then making me want to cry because I'm so emotional. Then also, because I could, I got the Broadway one, the original Broadway cast. This was £10, and it's literally just a beautiful book of photography from the show, and also like quotes, and just, it's just so blooming stunning. It has pictures on what the Hamilton stage, like the concept art for it, and it has like concept art for the costumes, and just loads and loads of like writing about like the choreographer and the director and the orchestra and the lighting and sound and everything. It just, it's so beautiful. And then obviously you got a little Aaron Burr on the back. Also, if you know me, you know how much I love stupid little puns, and they had a shot glass that says I'm not throwing away my shot. I thought that was hilarious. I bought it immediately. It cost me £8, and it's stunning and amazing, and I love it, and it just looks like this. I don't know if you can actually see that, but that's what it looks like. And then it has Hamilton on the star on the back. And finally, the last thing I bought was this Hamilton pin. If it wants to focus, there we go. It's just Hamilton on the star. It cost me £6. I saw it and I was like, I want to wear Hamilton like wherever I go. That's expensive for a pin, but as my mum said, treat yourself, you're never going to be here again. So I did a lot. So while I spent a lot of money, it does mean a lot to me, because obviously if a musical can make me cry and sob and just break down, and then for the whole rest of the night, if anyone said anything Hamilton or like said a quote, I would just start crying. Even if I was like starting to talk about Hamilton, like as you guys can see, it's already happening again. Like anything just like makes me emotional, and it was so beautiful and I loved it. So that is everything that I can think of to say about Hamilton UK, other than just it's amazing. Go and see it if you can. If you are going to see it, take tissues, because my god, it is emotional. The singing is amazing. Choreography was phenomenal. Acting was insane. The staging was just everything that I could ever possibly want in a stage for Hamilton, obviously, because there's only one stage of Hamilton, but you know what I mean. Like, it was just amazing, and I loved it, and I miss it already, and I need to go back. But yes, if you enjoyed today's video, then please do not forget to subscribe just here. Also click on my previous video just here, and here will be a link to my Hamilton vlog from the day. But until next time, bye!